think about Lady Bits as well. It's my day, it's my birthday. I want to stay in the first place before I say anything to you. How are you doing, our dear viewers? And of course, today is being, another edition of the whole thing together. Of course, being a very lovely Wednesday. January is always, just know it's what it is, of course. Where you are tuning in, being in Zombo, I want to say hi in 80, a lot of people. How are you doing for you? And then those in Germany, Moyo, how are you doing? We are lighting up the region. It covers the whole of West Nile region. And of course, I want to say if you're on site, hey, keep it right there. Today we're in another place where we are. It's actually looking so unique. And some will be asking, hey, are these guys in office? Has it turned to be official? Of course, it's business. You know what it is. When we get into that, we get into real affairs. We talk about how your business is doing. What exactly do you need to expand your business? How are you going to keep this business that you're already managing? What do you need to add in? What do you need to, subtract? But of course, once you start up a business, you do not need to remove any piece of it out of what you have in plan. The only thing you do is to keep on expanding your business. Managing it is as well part of it, and of course the knowledge that you have plus the ideas, you do more of course extra business on what you are doing that is in your business premises, regardless of what you do, for as long as at the end of the day it brings you money. My dear brothers and sisters, you're good to go. Our dear lovely viewers, keep it tuned on West Nile Television. Today we're right at Zambia, of course that is Kampala Highway, where we are at shall I tell you? No, not now. Good morning, our dear viewers. Keep it locked on West Nile Television, being of course Wednesday edition of that is the Business Bank. Good morning. I'll be right on set with my guest, I should say, and when I get back on set, of course I'll be introducing her. I'll be introducing you where we are, the name of the business. That is what we do right at West Nile Television. Good morning. Keep it glued. Yes, you're most welcome back. Like I did say, when I get back, I'll be getting my dear guest on board. And she's getting on site with a very beautiful smile. I'm loving it, of course. Some will be like, oh, Beats, you got a very beautiful client today. Yes, I do. I don't really deal with people who are not Let's leave that aside, jokes of course. Anyways, today we are at Labana Enterprise. Where we are, what exactly is Labana Enterprise up to? What are they doing? When did they start it? How much capital did they put in their business? As if that's not enough, are they doing savings? What profits are they getting? What are they doing with it? So I'll be like, okay, Lady Bits, you know what? I want to be like her. I want to do what she's doing. It's quite unique organization. That's why today we look demo official, like we're in an office. Anyways, how is the business going on?
Well, thank you so much, Lady Beats. It has not been easy, but business, it's not always smooth. There are ups and downs, but we just have to keep on moving. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, can you kindly, in a few minutes time, tell us about yourself?
Thank you so much. My name is Mercy Labans Draru. Professionally, I am a journalist. I hold bachelor's degree, that is in general journalism. Right now, I am working with the media house. I want to keep it secret. Okay. Yeah, I am the news editor of the media house, but that is work. That is profession. Other than my work, I do business. Yeah, and right now where we are sitting, we are at Labana Enterprise, and in Labana Enterprise, the main business that we are doing is interior designing. We do modern curtains, we fix them, we have all the accessories for making the curtains, not only for the house, for the office, for maybe your hotel, for it cuts across. Yeah, shower curtains, we have these other kitchen curtains, we have the main curtains, both for the window, for the doors, even the nets. Other than that, we also do the rods. The rods are the metallic ones where they fix the curtains on the window or the doors. And then the end caps, I have some samples that I'm going to show for you. The curtains, we don't just get them as like ready-made, something ready-made. In our background, we have some curtains, and these are samples. So once a customer comes and wants a particular curtain, maybe of how many meters, sometimes I go to the person's house, I do measurements, the height, the width, so I come and make according to the measurements. So when I come back, of course I have to get the material, I make them, I attach them. One of the item is this one, which we call curtain tape. After making with the curtain tape, of course we have to put the eyelets. They're of different types anyway, depends on the choice of the customer. So when we put that, then we have to make sure that we go back to the client's house and we fix them on the rod, on the wall. And these are the things you will put on the rod. These are we call them the end caps, which we put so that your house looks so beautiful and attractive. Other than that, the shower curtains, we do them for your washrooms, for hotels, for what and all that. Even kitchen curtains, we do that. That is the main business of Labana. Other than that, business goes with other things. There are certain things that you put and it's not bought daily, but you have to subdue it with something that very well can bring you money today. If curtain is not bringing for you, the other one can bring. I do beddings, but for now what I am doing is the soft pillows, fiber materials, and then the ones on the cushion, we also do that. I make them myself. By the way, even this curtain, I sit on the sewing machine and I make them. So I design them, and at the end of the day, the customer comes for it. Besides that, I do these pots, which are in front of us. These are pots, clay pots. So I buy the soil, the stones, then I come and make it with these flowers I fix, and you take it for your house. It looks very beautiful. And then I also do Labana honey. I call it Labana honey, deriving it from the name Laban's. You see, so the business is Labana, and then the honey is called Labana pure honey. So I also do the honey. I pack it actually for my clients. Leave alone that, of course, my juice. It is cocktail juice, real cocktail. Nothing when a lot of fruits. When you taste that juice,
Mercy, you're talking about a cocktail. I just need you to give us the ingredients that at least to make this cocktail with, because I think the whole thing is looking, it's already bringing me appetite, but literally you're giving me something different. Please, what is this cocktail comprises of?
Okay, in the cocktail juice, I mix a lot of fruits, natural fruits actually. One, I put banana, I put avocado, I put passion fruit, I put a beetroot, I put lemon, I put ginger, I put pawpaw. A lot of mixtures. So once the juice comes out, the blend, the smoothness, the thickness, once you take a glass, you're good to go. Without even lunch, you're good to go the whole day. Yes, so that is what Labana Enterprise is doing for the people of West Nile.
So well done is necessary here. But anyways, thank you so much, Mercy, for that brief. That's actual introduction. The introduction itself is then just the whole thing of what we're discussing right here has been already explained. So I don't really think if another question is needed, I'll be leaving that for the viewers. They'll be like, okay, how can I get to Mercy Labana? Where is she located? How can I get that very particular cocktail juice? Someone should be asking, but you'll be coming in a due course of that very particular interview. And away from that, what exactly we need to do is, she talked about soft pillows. She's the reason as to why people oversleep. Because you look at a scenario, someone is just, being on a soft bed with a soft pillow, be like, oh, I am not here, I'm in another world. How about when you need to go and chase this brokenness, you need to go for business, Mercy is making you to have a comfortable sleep. But anyways, about the pots, honey, we'll be talking about that. Let's first concentrate on the interior curtains that she is making. What made you to come up with this very particular idea to start making interior curtains? I don't think if I Arua has others somewhere, but I'll be confirming that. I guess some other places are having. Who gave you the idea? Who actually inspires you to start this very particular work?
Thank you, Lady Beats. Actually, one thing, I love learning. And my uncle, who paid me at school up to university, started this business in Gulu. So after my senior 6, he took me to one of the shops in Soroti. So I began learning these things. And of course, he was doing interior designing with even the chairs and all that. By the way, I also do make sofa sets. We bring me the materials, with the nails, with the hammers, I sit and also make. So during my time in the shop of my uncle, I learned a lot. I'll go to school, holidays, I am at the shop. My auntie was the real tailor making that, but I developed that interest of learning how to make curtains. Curtain is not just an ordinary material, just you sit on and you make. Of course, it needs professionalism. But my auntie taught me how to sit on machine, and then I started learning gradually. With the time, I became also like her. So I developed that interest. You know how the business used to make money? I'm like, I wish this is my money. Like, so I picked that interest. But starting this business, of course, it needs a lot of money. That is one thing that used to scare me. I'm like, how can I start this business? I need like 15 million. I need like 10 million. But where is the money? You see, but I kept on saying, Mercy, you'll make it one day. You need to have this business. I took it like my dream business now. So with the time when I finished school, I started working. 2021, that's when I started working. Actually, I was volunteering. Not until opportunity came, they picked me up with Voice of Life. I was a news editor there. I worked. I kept on saving, and I am one person who loves handwork. I do a lot of craft. I make doormats. I make craft shoes. I design bottles, these wine bottles, liquor bottles with the,
I have some idea about that.
with the eggshell. So I design those things and I sell them to people. You get. So I keep on accumulating my money. I keep on accumulating. By the time I was out of Voice of Life, I stayed home for 1.5 years. Not until where I am working, they called me, Mercy, there's this opportunity, come and take it. I said, yeah, let me grab this opportunity. So I grabbed that opportunity. I went to, by the way, I work in northern Uganda, that is Kitgum district. So when I went there, I was like, okay, Mercy, give yourself like 2 months, then go and bring your stock. I'd paid for this house because I've been doing my business at home. In my house, I sit and do things. So this time around, I was like, I need a house. And a friend connected me to this place, Zambia. I came, this house was just a foundation. I paid the landlord. He said, fine, God will provide the rest. But when I decided to go for that work, I said, I'm only giving myself 2 months. So in the 2 months I worked, they paid me my money. I said, okay, go to Kampala. I only had 1.6. I went to Kampala and bought samples. Only samples. I came back, I sat, I made them, I hanged them. Yes. When the 3 months had elapsed, the one I paid, it had elapsed. The time I'm coming to start the business,
another rent needs to be paid.
Things were tough. I'm like, what am I going to do? Landlord was coming, then the city people were coming, then I was like, what am I going to do? I need to register this business now. I need to put everything official. They were like, you pay tax. They were like, dude, this landlord is like, you pay me 2 or 3 months. Like, no, I'm going to leave this. You get? I was so scared, but I said, God, no. At least you have been there, and that morale you have been giving me, I know I will not go away. I'll be here. Yes. So once I displayed, people started coming. How much are your curtains? They are nice. They are beautiful. Others come, they just admire and they go. You give them that room. Yes. Let them come and do whatever things they want to do. Others, they come, of course, they buy. Others, they give others. Others make you to write. I've wrote performers over millions.
For work.
Hello. Over millions of performers here. That is in shillings. But others don't come. Others will stay. When that time comes, they will call you. Hey, you wrote for me a performer some time back. I need this curtain. I'm like, where are you? Can I come and do measurements? They call me, I go and measure. Wherever I am working, of course, it's now my sister who is managing for me here. So I've left all the books of accounts here. Any transaction, please jot it down, so that it will be very easy for me to follow up where it has gone, where it has bent, where it is, and is it making profit? Am I really seeing this business to another level and all that? So my sister is doing that, but the marketing work, my friend, I don't sleep. My status, Facebook, all Labana into curtains, what. So sometimes, by the way, there are even customers where I am who orders. I just tell my sister, please, there's this order, make for me. Like, I have this is shower curtain, and it is a hotel in Kitgum. So I just told my sister, there's a curtain here, please, shower curtains, go get this material and make. So when I came back, the curtain is already there. I'm just going to do delivery. You see this is a shower curtain for a hotel, and there are several pieces. So I'm going to just do the fixing in the hotel. So that is what I'm doing. Massive marketing using my small phone. Yeah, that is how we are surviving. At least those days when I started, I told my sister, I'm only giving you 4 months. I'll pay the business myself with my salary for 4 months. After 4 months, forget.
It's the business doing it.
The business has to pay itself. And I'm not bragging, but at least the business has paying itself. You see that? That is a sign of progress, and which I've been praying for, because my money has overgone, and I feel that money is supposed to be for...
Like crying.
I know.
Anyways, our dear viewers, it's really getting interesting. I'm loving every bit of it right from Laban Enterprises. Everything is awesome. You can see how she's explaining everything to you. So I'll be like, okay, Masi why, Masi when, Masi how. The whole thing is you. If you have passion, you will do it. Patience pays. That's why she was so patient enough to do what exactly she is doing. She gave herself a grace period of time. Like, after this duration of time, I want my business to start paying itself. You can do that. I can do that. It's all about the passion that you have for the business. If you are going to say, okay, today I want this, I want to do this, definitely if you put that zeal in you, you realize that you have done it. That is where she is. She's operating somewhere, but the business is moving on well. There's you who is doing a business, your manager is not operating well, you work, your HR, whosoever is there, marketing manager, things are not moving on well. But there's Mercy's sister, who are doing awesomely good. Well, then, our dear viewers, you can watch us, of course, on Azuko TV, channel 0073, and then you follow us on YouTube, West Nile TV. Subscribe, be part of us, be family. Let's be together. And as well, follow us on Facebook, that is still West Nile TV. Like it, be part of us, and as well inform more people to follow us right there. And of course, this program runs you set every single Wednesdays from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. 1 solid hour for us to know what business is. What ideas do we need to share in business? If I bring this and she brings that, can it work out? If I am going to hear from Mercy, can I pick what Mercy does? She learned this from the aunt, and she's capable of doing it. She never stepped in class to get a pen and paper to start writing, but of course, where she is, she's doing absolutely amazing. She won't be like, okay, things are doing this, things are that. I don't think if she's going to do it. No. You will do it. The other person will do it just more than how Mercy is doing it. So the whole thing is, if you have the passion of doing what exactly you love, you realize that everything is moving on well. For those who have just joined us, you're most welcome. This is West Nile TV. The program going on is the Business Bank. Today we're right at Zambia. That is, of course, the Kampala Highway, and I am at Labana's Enterprise. We are still learning more about interior. She's already told us about herself, what made her to choose this over other businesses, because there are quite many. We all know ladies of boutique, right? We know ladies of salon, we know ladies of other businesses, but Mercy said, I am doing it it in a very unique way. Hey, kudos Mashi. And of course, still back to you. I want us to know something. Like the day you wake up, you'll be like, I want to start doing this. Did you have little idea before you get into this, like sitting on, machines, start sewing, getting these other materials, you start working on them? Did you had little idea, or you went and learned everything in the field?
Thank you, Lady Beats. Actually, like I said earlier on, I learned this from my auntie, from my uncle's shop.
Without having any single idea yet.
I'm just from senior 6.
Okay.
My VAC, my uncle took me to the shop, and there at the shop, my auntie is sitting there and making these curtains. I didn't have anything in my brain, because after VAC, you're supposed to go back to school. That is campus life and all that. But I didn't enjoy, unfortunately, I didn't enjoy my campus life like other people do. Of course, this honey business, I started it when I was at campus. I will go for lectures. After lectures, I pack my honey. I'm already in Kampala downtown, selling my honey. Very pure, I don't add anything. So people loved my honey so much. And from campus, holidays, I'm in Gulu, learning, sitting there. Sometimes they leave me alone at the shop. Like festive season, it is season for business. So my auntie comes to Arua, I remain there and I work. I make the curtains. So after acquiring this skill of making curtains on sewing machine, I said, Mercy, you can do something. You get. I said, after school, when I get money, when I start working, I have to get that money and start my business. And this exact business which my uncle is doing, you get. For him, he went and got his stock from China direct. But for me, I learned now, since there are certain things which are done out of stock, we cannot go to China, but we get from Kampala. Yes. So my auntie will always contact those people where they sell curtains. Sometimes I'll go with her and see where they buy those wholesale things like the curtains, the accessories and all that. I knew those process all. So I said, why not? I had now the knowledge. I learned from her in the shop how it is supposed to be, like how it's supposed to go. That's how it is. From learning, then you put it into practicals. Yeah, that is it.
Anyways, how long did it take you to acquire the whole knowledge about this very particular interior we're talking about? How long did it take you to have a complete knowledge about the whole thing? Then you started doing it.
I must say, of course, my holiday was not much. Okay, 3 months, 2 months, just holidays. I used the holidays for learning, but of course, my course was for 3 years. So the holidays of each semester, I'll come at the shop and learn. So I must say 3 years, I learned. And after campus, I told my uncle and my auntie, no, it's time to go and hustle and make my own money. Yeah, because I was working there, I knew my school fees was coming out of that shop, you get. So I said, no, it's time, Mercy, go and hustle and make your own money. So that is how I went out to look for the capital to put up this. Yeah.
Well, I think the same question someone will be wanting to ask. I've already asked it. It took her 3 years. But those 3 years, it doesn't mean that every day she's in class learning this, or she's at the aunt's place learning this. Of course, most of the time she's at school. She comes back during holidays, a holiday of maybe 1 month, 2, 3. She's right there concentrating. There's who will come for holidays, want to visit all your friends who you have been with at school, who you have not been together with. You'll be using it for loitering. But for us, she chose it to go and learn something that she felt at the end of the day she'll get something out of it. You can as well be the same. You can do the same thing that she does. You can actually do more than what she does. It always zeroes down to you. I want to do this. When you want to do it, give yourself time. You cannot want to do something and then at the end of the day you don't concentrate. Who does that? The only thing is, when you want to do it, please wake up like, okay, I want to do this. I am starting it right away. Some will be like, okay, I don't have the money. What do I need to do? Did you try knocking doors? Did you try going to friends to seek for some advice? Did you try to ask them, how did you learn this? I want to be like you. There's some people, by the way, who are not selfish when it comes to business. They are not. They want to share their ideas with you. But there's poor you who doesn't want your ideas to be bought, or who doesn't want to say the ideas. Like, she's already doing this. Tomorrow I'll come here, I'll be like, hey, Mercy, I think, teach me this. If she's not selfish, she's going to, I trust her. She's not going to be selfish. She will teach me. And then let's look at your materials, the type of materials. You had said that your uncle does, do get his from China. You talked of Kampala. I don't know if that's where you're getting your materials right now, or you still make orders from China because the world is so digital. You talked of your small phone, which is doing a very tremendous work, placing orders, advertising, doing quite a number of things here and there, and you are using it actually to get these materials right away. And when, of course, we'll be having all this on site, one, you will be telling us where you are getting your materials from. Two, how much your materials are costing. How long does your material take you to reach here? And then we'll look at the customers' preferences later on, because there's some customers who do get their things in a very, I should say, a strict way. They'll be like, I want this now and now. There's nothing. Instead, the money is theirs. I have my right to come here and demand for what I want. Anyways, before I get into there, our dear viewers, I know someone will be like, hey, Lady Bits, today we're not going for a break. Hey, dear viewers, it's very important. We're getting in for a short commercial break. When we get back, we're starting right from where we left. Good morning. Keep it on West Nile TV and, of course, the Business Bank.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region. West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Right, most welcome back for yet again the last 30 minutes of the Business Bank on West Nile TV. For those of you who have just joined us now, you are on the right track. And of course, you can follow us on Zuku, that's a channel 0073, and then watch us on Facebook, watch us on that is YouTube, still on West Nile Television. You get every bit of entertainment information you want, and anything that you would love to actually inquire, yes, drop in your comment there, be part of us and learn more from West Nile TV, still at Labanas Enterprise, where we are learning more about her designing, whatever things she's dealing with. She mentioned honey, flowering pots, curtains, quite many things, and she talked about working on crafts, doormats. This lady is so professional. She's doing it as always. We'll be learning more from her. I remember we stopped on some questions, but before I get to that very particular question, why can't you first welcome my beautiful hardworking lady on set one more time? Hello, most welcome back, Mercy.
Thank you so much, Beats.
How has been those are the early minutes you felt like?
Wow. It has been so nice. I'm actually also learning how to talk on camera. Yeah.
This is something we do always, sometimes when in the other set, it's all the camera that misses, but the rest of the things are intact. But anyways, most welcome back. Let's hit it straight away without wasting any single minute on where you're getting your materials from, because earlier on you said your uncle gets things from China. Maybe you should as well be a China lady. I don't know. If you're one of them, I'll be like, oh, I've got one in you. Anyways, where do you get your materials from?
Thank you so much, Beats. When starting business, and unlike, let me say, investors who come with big sum of money, but ours, we are still trying to reach there. But at the moment, I am actually getting my materials from Kampala. I get my materials from Kampala. Maybe with time, when I accumulate that money, I can now fly over and pick materials from that side. At least if I can be able to bring containers. Yeah, but for now, what I do, I buy my curtain materials. These are materials, actually, I buy them with rolls. So whenever a customer comes for a curtain, then I just get the roll, I measure it and make it. But for right now, I get from Kampala wholesalers. There are wholesalers in Kampala who deal in the materials. So that's where actually I get my materials from.
Okay, dream big, start small. Investor with plan. That is your new name on blog. Alright, then getting these materials from Kampala is not actually something that should be worrying you, because most of the business people around town get their materials from Kampala. It's only a few who do go get goods from outside country. Like you did say, it all requires money. When you don't have that money, you cannot, start putting yourself in a level where you cannot reach, a level that you cannot manage. It's like you living a very quality life without money. It's going to put in something else.
Actually, you asked me earlier on, how long does it take, like their customers who come with cash, they want their material, they want their goods at that particular time. One thing in business that I've learned is communication, which is very paramount. And there are different categories of customers who come in. Others are arrogant, others are so humble, down to earth.
So we say we are sorry to say that.
We are sorry to say that.
Categories.
Exactly.
We're sorry, they are customers.
But that is business, and you as the business owner, you have to accommodate. Yes. You need to accommodate all those categories like the others, and you need to explain to them. That's why I said communication is important. Like here, I explained to the customer how it goes. Sometimes they think the ones we are having as samples behind us are the real curtains, and they just want to remove and go home with it. No, you start explaining these are just samples, we have the materials, and you explain the process so that they understand that this can take 1 or 2 or 3 days. Sometimes the material they want is not here, which means I have to make an order. By the one thing with this business, why I took it so personal personal is that sometimes you don't have the money, and when a customer wants that, since it takes 2 or 3 days, the customer leaves you a deposit, half of the price or even quarter of the price. Then you use that. If you don't have money, you use that to go and get materials, and then by the time the customer is coming, the curtain is ready, the person pays just only the balance and goes home with the materials. But there are those customers, if you explain, the person understands, well and good, you can go with that. But if the person doesn't understand, at least now you put in negotiation, you bring that power in, and you negotiate with this person, you persuade this person to accommodate you with the process, and then you make it. Yes.
Yes, our dear customers, you know, we love you so much. We're here because of you. Business goes on nicely because of you. And when actually you're coming, hey, you so come lovely, okay? Come with smiles. There's some of you who come as if we were there when you had issues with your partners, with your family members. You come with your which is not bad. But hey, dear lovely customers, let's do it as professional. And you know, sometimes of course they come here, they'll be like, I want that one. That is their language. We smile. We'll be like, okay, madam, which one? Sir, which one? We'll give you what you want depending on your order. But then the day scenarios, the customer comes and place an order, you don't have the materials, and the materials are still maybe in Kampala, you're yet to order. They give you some grace period of time because they're the bosses, they have the money, they demand, I want my goods to reach to me on maybe, I should say, after 2 days, after 3 days. We all know that bus goes today, reaches tomorrow. Goods need to be bought as well. You start another journey, you're yet coming to. How do you manage such customers?
It all goes back to persuading them, and also making you talk to them so that they understand the process. Without explanation, they will not understand. So before we take in your order, we explain to you this is not just a one-day thing. It is something that goes maybe 2 days it takes. Like if the order is maybe someone wants maybe 60 meters of curtains, and there are pieces which I have to sit on the sewing machine and make. After you begin to cut, you see this thing, we use this thing for cutting. So those holes you're seeing on the curtain, I use this. You get a pen, you put the round, on the curtain. Then you get this. There's a machine for it, but that machine is very slow. So what I do, I cut with this, that round thing.
Creativity.
Exactly. It comes out round, that in that shape, exactly. So what I do, after I fix this thing, you get the eyelets. I get this, I fix. You have to punch them until it comes on the curtain. Like I have this curtain. This is an order which I'm yet to deliver. Okay. It is done. I've worked on it. You see there. So these eyelets, it takes time to fix them. You cut, you make sure it comes out the shape, and you balance the circles. They should be equal. So that is the process. You just explain to your client ABCD, and then you're good to go. There are customers who understand modern interior designing. They come, I know this, I want this, I want that. When should I come? They even ask us, when should I come for my materials? We tell you, come after 2 days. They come and pick their materials and go. When it is already done. Okay. Yeah.
Most people do believe that you guys who work on such things are actual liars. So I'm sorry to use that word. No, I'm not sorry. Because because most times you guys get your stuff, you'll be like, okay, come after 2 days. After 2 days, I'll come, you'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. First, add me some 2 more days. That is when you guys become liars. You guys, you make it hard to work with your customers. Relationship between you and your customer becomes very hard. Have you ever experienced such customers? If yes, how have you been managing them? If no, are you hoping to? Because you know, when it reaches some business, like there's no business that has no lie. Everyone lies. Even me myself at my business place, someone will be like, hey Beats, give me this and that. I'll be like, give me 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes will be more minutes, yet I am not at my business premises. How do you normally handle such customers?
Thank you, Beats. Let me start with yours. Actually, that is a beautiful lie.
Yes,
yours is a beautiful lie because you don't want to miss that money. Exactly. Those are techniques. But for my business, of course, I have a sewing machine, which people believe always tailors are liars. Exactly. But they don't want want to miss the money. Maybe sometimes they have a lot of orders, they have a lot of materials to make for people. That's why they keep on postponing or they keep on lying to their clients. But strictly here, Mercy deals only in curtains and other related things. For example, this pillow you're holding, I make the cover myself.
Okay.
What I only do, I buy the fiber materials from Kampala. After making it, I only fix the fiber material inside and the pillow is complete. Other than pillows and curtains, I don't entertain other things. Strictly for making these things. That's why now you see a customer comes, I just concentrate on that, and I have to make sure I don't want to disappoint my customer. I want my customer to go out and recommend me.
Yes.
You see, I want my customer to go out and Mercy does that. Let you go to Mercy. That girl doesn't lie. Lying is bad, I understand, but there are those sweet lies, like Rahab did. The prophet, the prostitute Rahab in the Bible did, only to protect the spies. You get?
Yes.
So for us, we sometimes lead beats lies to get that money. She doesn't want that money to go out. That's why she's lying. But in Labana Enterprise, we only strictly do curtains and pillow covers, strictly. So we don't have any room for lying. Yeah.
That's, of course, as I've said, it's a very beautiful lie. Anyways, I used to say if you continue with those beautiful lies, you realize that the business is growing. Because the scenarios they call you when I'm even on bed, I'll be like, okay, those are things you need to send. Like, please pack me this and that. Put them in a vehicle, let them reach this place. I'll be like, okay, I'm even in the market. When I'm actually leaving my bed to go and bathe, then I hit the market. Anyways, business moves on well when sometimes we put in lies a little to spice it up, because it's a bit for one, but not necessary. We're not telling you to do it, but of course business, it's always there, especially when you have this, you'll forever lie. Anyways, let's zero down to the challenges being faced in this business. Before we reach to those challenges, how long has this business last?
Let me say it's now 1 year and some month.
Oh,
that is getting like the rental house for putting this. But previously, of course, I used to do my business in my house.
Okay.
Yeah, but now like in this premises, it's already 1 year.
1 year. So what are the challenges you are in position to face in this 1 year since you started this business? You're going to mention them one after the other, because challenges are part of business. There are some positive challenges, there's some negative challenges. It depends on what you face and how you're in position to eye on them. So that's what we're looking at. Please give it to us.
Thank you, Beats. I love that word challenge. Sometimes you feel like giving up, you get. But one challenge, of course, is the capital.
Yes.
I've not reached where I want to reach. So looking for that money is yet a process. I want to have that capital. So capital is yet a limiting factor to add on stocks and all that. Leaving alone the capital bit part of it, there are other challenges. One is sometimes I am not at the business premises. I am far, I work very far, and sometimes I coordinate certain things with my sister on phone and all that. Now the challenge comes in when a customer comes with a bulky order. My sister is yet learning the process, you get, and you feel like you want to be there, but to fly from where you are up to here, it is hard. And where I'm working, I am always damn stressed of this business. I'm like, I wish I am in Arua.
You're working somewhere, but you're getting stressed from your business.
Exactly, it is my business stressing me, not my work. You get. So sometimes I feel like I want to be in Arua, do this myself. I know if I am the one doing this, I'll get the customer and this stress will not be there. Another stress is sometimes you're out of stock, you cannot go, but you want someone there to go and get for you these things and put in the bus. The person takes his or her own time. That is another challenge. You wait, and sometimes what you order for is different. They bring for you a different thing. That becomes annoying. And of course, if you're not, since that person doesn't know the taste of your customers, they bring something else, and no one will ask when the how are you of the material. You get, it becomes annoying. But when you bring attractive materials, let it be a material that everyone wants to go for. But now someone is bringing for you something which is not, and it needs you yourself to go, which you also need to hustle for the other profession one. You get. So that is the challenge. Then another challenge is, of course, the space is still small. We need to expand, we need to grow. Actually, my ideal dream is to also put in some other materials like the door, like the carpets on the floor. Since I talked of beddings, I need to bring in those things. The house is not enough, the room is not enough, so getting a bigger space is very hard at the moment. But I believe and trust God that at least by working hard, you'll be able to get those things you want. Then, talking of those things, leave alone those things, when it comes to our city, honestly, I must say we are not safe security wise. I don't know, I'm calling for the relevant authorities for security. You put 4 padlocks, it's not enough. They'll still cut it. You do what? People during the day, you think others are customers, others are coming to look what to steal in your shop.
They're doing shopping.
They are doing about window shopping
and stealing.
Window shopping for stealing. You get, it's not really good. That is one of my fear. That's why I don't keep my materials, the rolls, I don't keep in the shop. I keep them home. I have a room big for those things. So whenever a customer comes, I rush home to cut the materials. I wish we live in a free environment where there are no thieves. People can hustle to look for money. What if now they come and steal this thing? Where are you going to start again?
Exactly.
I am just praying that this world of stealing, we get out of that. That is the biggest way. Even sometimes at night I'm sleeping, my heart is where? In my shop. What if thieves are breaking? You get, these security lights are nothing for these gangs, for these thugs in the city. It is never safe. Safe for us to just live our business like that. It stresses us more. Then the emotion bit part of it, that is also another challenge. Like if you're that type, you have that blood emotion, you wanted some order, it is not coming, you're already disorganized, you start shouting even here. What you see that is already something, a challenge. It affects you mentally, it affects you. You want something to be done in this way, contrary is being done, so it becomes very hard. Emotional torture in business is another thing. Of course, the lost part of it is another challenge, my friend. So that is what is happening. But amidst all this, you find yourself going each and every day. Once clients come, it is your strength. You feel it is going somewhere. Somewhere you want to lose hope, but clients come in, you pick up, you get that strength. And then one thing maybe I want to say, Beats, in this business, don't only think of one thing, put many things. The one that can bring for you money, please let it bring. Others will come on another day.
Exactly.
Like these materials we are using for pillows. This is a curtain material. This one, I cut some piece I make. So think abroad, don't only think in Arua, think in Dubai. Yes,
live in Arua.
And live in Arua.
I love that.
That is it. So I make sure I do something that brings me money so fast.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's good.
So that's what I'm doing. I go to the Owino, I pick nice materials, I come and make pillows with it.
Okay.
That is how it is.
Lovely, you. I think for now I'm not going to be the host. Just for 1 minute, please. I'm not going to be the host. Let's look at the challenges of power. We're looking at the challenges of your location. To me, I feel it's not actually in a very rightful way. It's not that strategic, because giving direction alone to your customers, it's a little bit hectic. Me myself, as I was coming here, hey Mercy, how can I get you? Where are you, please? Direction you're giving, you know, I remember I called it twice to still get the direction of this place. So I feel
power, so that we make this money. At the end of the day, you're coming to collect your tax here. You want money, and yet there's no power to make the money. So what are you coming to collect? And you people
towards where we are. Right from the entrance, we can make their Labana Enterprise. People will be easy, it will be easy for them to allocate us. That is being part of, you know, the business. Now back to post. Now I'm not going to talk about the issue of power. That is general. Let's wait for another years to come. They'll come back and tell us National Grid is coming. We'll still accept because that's nature. Anyways, our dear viewers, I think it's getting quite interesting. I'm really loving every bit of it. Still on West Nile Television. This is, of course, the Business Bank running on the set with me, Lady Bits, together with Master Labana at Labana Enterprise. That's what we are doing for you here. Quite a number of things we're learning. In a short while, some will be like, okay, they talked earlier on about honey. How much is a liter of honey? How much is half liter of honey? That all will be coming. How about the flowering pots? How much are they? Will be coming. But before we get to know the prices of all these things, first thing first, challenges always moves with benefits. So why can't we get our attention to learn what are the benefits of this business to Mercy, to us, and how can we invest into such business in case we really want to? Yes, Madam Mercy, you will be telling us the benefits that you have so far. No, getting this business. Someone is interested in doing this, but of course, already there are a lot of challenges. Some will be like, okay, I'm not doing it. Who knows the benefits are more? Please, you're most welcome.
Business is like life. And when you're moving in this life, there are a lot of challenges. Sometimes you even end up dying fast. You get. So when you're planning for business or when you're planning for life, I always tell myself, Mercy, plan for death too. But in this business, of course, you have to reap what you're showing. You get. One is the profit bit part of it. Of course, I get something out of it. I pay rent with it. I eat with it. I dress with it. I even help others with it. You get. I help someone who is not having with it. And then another thing is, I love teaching people. I love people who wants to learn. There are guys who have come here. Can I bring my wife here and you teach? With the handcraft, with even making the curtains. I'm like, please, that will be my happiness. I want someone to learn what I am doing. That is the most important thing to me. I want to give my knowledge, my ideas to someone else who is not having that. So that will be uniform. I always pray to God. I wish God gave money to everyone. Maybe our problems will be other things. But since God has put variations, reasons best known to him, we cannot argue with him. But I love to teach. I love to train others to be in my path. There are others who have not gotten an opportunity to study. But these are simple things you just learn. You sit and learn. So I teach young girls, mostly my interests, those ones affected, young girls, COVID victims and all that. I teach them how to make materials, how to make these curtains, even the handcrafts, those other works, I teach them to do. I pray God gives me money, I acquire more machines whereby I can be able to teach girls. And of course I pay. Someone who is making for me curtain, I pay. I'm improving standard of living by earning something. How little, but you're changing someone's life, you get. Yeah. And then you asked me about my honey. Please, it is too pure. No water, no sugar. It is just original honey. Trust me, if you pick my honey, you'll come back tomorrow.
I felt it.
Mercy, I need this. And I don't only put it for those people who can afford. I have to put it up to 1,000. I have a bottle of 1,000. It is around. So it is from 1,000 to wherever you want. Even if you want the big 20-liter jerry can, I put. But me, I set from 1,000, then 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 to 100 to 200 to 300, 400, depending. So I don't want to limit people. I even tell my sister, that's why I have different materials of curtains. Please don't limit. It's not for rich people, it's not for middle class, but also someone who is even in a garage thatched house. Come, I advise you accordingly. You get the material you want, you go and put in your house. All we want is to beautify our house, and you also enjoy that money you're working, you get. So at least I want to put everyone in that line. You come, it will suit you. Exactly.
Right. Without wasting any single minute, can you kindly tell us how much are you flowering pots? Because we're running out of time already. We only have 4 minutes to summarize this. You tell us the prices of your flowering pot because you've already told us how much your honey is, and then few curtains we summarize.
Okay, thank you. A meter of curtain, the list price here is 30,000 a meter. Then it goes to 45 and then 50,000 a meter. Then for actually they are called flower vessels. Yeah, the flower vessels are only 15,000. By the one thing I didn't tell you, I supply period pants, disposable, the one you put, you remove. Yes, I do sell that. In a piece there are 3 actually inside, so that one I also sell at 10,000. Yeah, in a box there are 24. So I do supply hospitals, health centers, supermarkets. Even you can come. Women, you can come. Those who are going to deliver, you can come for those period pants. You don't need to wash, sometimes it nags, so you just come, you get those period pants. They are very comfortable, comfy for you. You don't need to wash blood. Did you just say comfy? That one. So our things are very affordable, and the cocktail juice, it is only 2K.
Okay.
We can deliver for you where you are. You might be in office, you're tired, you need that soothing cocktail juice. Please.
That will be my lunch tomorrow.
Exactly.
Being a very joyful day, just not tomorrow.
Exactly. And our pillows, the small ones, the one you put on cushions, on your chairs, on your couch, these ones are 20,000. And then the big pillows, the one Beats was talking about.
That makes you to sleep comfortable.
You forget stress. Fiber material. This is 25. Okay. It is fiber. Your neck will not pain. It is just too.
Must you get lost, please? Let me have your last word before I summarize.
Thank you, Lady Beats, and thanks West Nile TV. I must say you people are doing a lot of work in West Nile, being a city. Thanks a lot. Information is power.
Thank you.
And for those who want to learn or who want to do this type of, don't get scared. Who is Mercy? You can also do it. Yes. It is only through sharing information, sharing knowledge. Don't be mean with your knowledge. If you're mean, God will stuck you there.
True that. Yes.
So it is good to learn. It is good to build with each other so that we learn together. You get?
Yes.
Exactly. So let's bear one another's burden. You get?
Okay.
Yeah, we learn together. And where you want to get Mercy, Laban's, or you want to get where Labana Enterprise is, we are along Kampala Road, and we are in Zambia. That is in Zambia Cell. There's a road, as Beat said, it's very tricky to direct. But once you reach Freedom's Vibes, it's called Freedom Vibes. Yeah. Once you reach there, there's this Canara Road that goes to Legal Aid Uganda Law Society, something. Yeah, so that road is where you're branching off. We are just at the last building. But from Freedom Vibes, where people eat oxtail, molokoni, to your left, it is where we are. Other than that, you can also give us calls on phone on 0786 43 52 78. That is the number. On WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere, that is the number you can get us in. So just give us a call and we shall be at your service. And the language is only quality. Quality. We don't do other things.
Business language.
Business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our dear viewers. Of course, it's been a Labana's Enterprise. Mercy as well. I thought I can talk alone. This lady talks. She does. But I want to say thank you so much. Let's keep it on West Nile Television. Thank you so much for keeping it glued on West Nile TV. Thanks for loving us. Thanks for being part of us. And I want to say keep it on with West Nile TV. From all other different programs, right from morning up to sunset, we always give you best information, best entertainment, everything you need. You just have to, of course, come on board with it. Good morning. I'm Aurofia. For those who want to join me for my birthday, please, let's meet at Desert Breeze. Good morning. Bye-bye.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.